Ever wonder why people act in ways that seem totally irrational? Why your friend repeats the same mistakes, or why you sometimes do things you regret? It feels random, but there's actually a hidden system at work. Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature uncovers the invisible rules that shape our choices, relationships, and even our failures. These laws explain why we fall for the same tricks, crave what we can't have, and sometimes sabotage ourselves. Understanding them isn't just about others, it's about seeing your own patterns. So get ready to pull back the curtain on what really drives us. This isn't a lecture, it's a guide to understanding your boss, your friends, and yourself. Let's break down the hidden rules that run our lives. Let's start with the law of irrationality. We like to think we're logical, but emotions are usually in control. Think about it. Major life decisions, love, money, even arguments online are rarely made with pure logic. Our brains are wired for emotional survival, not spreadsheets. That's why fear and excitement can override reason, whether you're buying a gadget or panicking in a crisis. The 2008 financial crash? It wasn't just numbers, it was greed, fear, and FOMO running wild. The goal isn't to kill emotion, but to recognize when it's steering you. When you feel a strong emotion, pause, ask, is this feeling making my decision? The most successful people aren't emotionless, they know when to listen to feelings, and when to let logic take the wheel. Create space between feeling and action. That's where rationality can step in and save you from regret. We're all susceptible to emotional hijacks. The trick is awareness, spot the emotion, then choose your response. It's not about being a robot, it's about being in control. Master this, and you'll make better decisions every time. That's the first law. Let's talk about narcissism. Not just the reality TV kind, but the spectrum we all live on. Healthy self-love is essential. It's your inner cheerleader giving you confidence and resilience. But slide too far, and it becomes deep narcissism. Self-obsession, lack of empathy, and a constant need for validation. Deep narcissists turn every situation into a drama about themselves. They can't handle criticism and drain your energy. You can't fix them. Set boundaries, and protect your peace. Spotting these traits is a superpower. If someone always makes it about them, you're dealing with more than just a big ego. But this law is also about self-reflection. We all have narcissistic moments. The key is to keep your self-love healthy by practicing empathy and listening as much as you talk. Can you take criticism? Can you celebrate others' success? Keep your narcissism in check, and you'll build stronger, more genuine relationships. Recognize where you fall on the spectrum. Don't get sucked into someone else's drama. Focus on empathy, not just your own reflection. That's how you keep your self-love healthy. And that's the second law. Ever notice you act differently at work, with friends, or at home? That's the law of role-playing. We all wear social masks. It's how we fit into different situations. Think of it as being an actor. You highlight certain traits for each role, but the danger is losing touch with your real self. If you're always performing, you risk feeling fake and disconnected. The goal isn't to drop all masks, but to manage them consciously. Adapt to your environment, but stay true to your core values. Be a skilled actor who knows they're acting, not one who forgets who they are. This law also helps you read others. Look for cracks in their performance, real emotions, unguarded moments. That's where you see the real person. Embrace your roles, but let them reflect your authentic self. Your work self, your social self. They should be genuine facets, not plastic masks. Mastering this balance gives you social grace and influence without losing yourself. It's the art of being effective and authentic. Play your roles well, but never forget who's behind the mask. That's the third law. We all have habits we can't shake. Procrastination, bad relationships, weird routines. Greene calls this the law of compulsive behavior. These patterns aren't random. They're symptoms of deeper, unresolved issues, often rooted in childhood. We repeat what's familiar, even if it hurts, because it feels safe. Breaking these cycles isn't about willpower. It's about self-awareness. When you catch yourself repeating a pattern, pause and ask, what triggered this? What am I really seeking? Don't judge, just observe. This creates space between the trigger and your reaction. Your character isn't set in stone. By understanding the root of your compulsions, you can choose new responses. It's slow work, but it's how you move from being a prisoner of your past to the architect of your future. Be a detective in your own life. Notice the creaks in your foundation, and fix them at the source. That's how you break free from old patterns. That's the fourth law. Ever feel a pang of envy scrolling through social media? That's the law of covetousness. We're wired to want what others have. It's how we learn what's valuable. But as adults, it's not toys. It's status, success, and relationships. Social media makes it worse. We compare our reality to everyone else's highlight reel. Covetousness creates constant dissatisfaction, but it can also motivate us. The trick is to admit you feel envy, then channel it into ambition. Don't resent others. Focus on what it took for them to succeed. Make your goals about growth, not just keeping up. The best way to escape envy is to know your own values and path. When you're clear on what fulfills you, others' success doesn't threaten you. Use envy as fuel, not poison. Acknowledge it, depersonalize it, and let it drive you forward. Run your own race. That's how you turn envy into power. That's the fifth law. Remember the marshmallow test? Wait now, get more later. That's the law of short-sightedness. We're wired to grab immediate rewards and ignore long-term consequences. In today's world, that's a problem. Success requires long-term thinking. We get stuck putting out daily fires, never seeing the bigger picture. The pull of the present is strong, but distant goals matter more. To fight this, make your long-term goals vivid and emotionally compelling. Break them into small steps for short-term wins. Mastering this law means making decisions for your future self, not just your present mood. It's about playing chess, not checkers. Resist the urge for instant gratification. Focus on who you want to be in 5 years, not just what feels good now. 2 marshmallows later beats 1 now, every time. Elevate your perspective, and you'll win the long game. That's the 6th law, and it's just math. Ever sabotage your own success? That's the law of self-sabotage. We all have a shadow self, unconscious beliefs and fears that work against our goals. Maybe you were told you're not good enough, so you unconsciously mess things up when you get close to success, or maybe you fear the pressure that comes with winning, so you procrastinate or make mistakes. Self-sabotage is subtle negativity, excuses, focusing on failures, avoiding growth. The only way out is radical self-awareness. Examine your patterns. What beliefs are driving your actions? Challenge those beliefs with evidence and small risks. Change your internal story from limitation to possibility. Bring your shadow into the light. Get out of your own way. Success isn't something to fear, it's about rewriting your narrative. That's how you stop sabotaging yourself. That's the 7th law. So there you have it, a crash course in the laws shaping our lives. From irrational emotions to self-sabotage, these forces are always at play. But knowing the rules lets you steer, not just drift. You can't erase envy or emotion, but you can choose your response. This knowledge is power. Not to manipulate, but to navigate life with wisdom and empathy. It's your roadmap to becoming more rational, empathetic, and strategic. The laws are the rules of the game. Learn them, and you start to win. Which law do you see most in your life? Let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe for more insights. And thanks for watching.